What's up, Rutgers-Newark? We're here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey. Joining me now, first-year women's volleyball head coach by way of North Pole, Alaska. Let's give it up for Sovani Khan. Sovani, give me a little handshake, please. Welcome. We are so happy to have you here, first year. Lots of optimism abound as we get set up here for a preseason match here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Tell me a little bit about the process of getting here for you. I know you had a great run at Lehman College and also Sarah Lawrence close by in Bronxville and the Bronx, New York. Just walk us through what it meant for you to get this job and how did you go about doing it?
Yeah, volleyball's always been my passion. I played at the University of Alaska and, always have been involved in club and youth and high school and made a career change. Came to New York from a town of 10,000 to a town of, 8 million. So New York, the CUNY conference, went through that system, had an incredible experience. Went to the Skyline Conference, had an incredible experience, and thought I'd brought it over to Jersey.
So at Sarah Lawrence, you were coach of both the men and the women's team.
Yes.
Gotta be overwhelming to be the person at the helm for both. Is it a little bit better to be able to focus on one team here? And what did that experience at Sarah Lawrence, how did it benefit you coming into this position?
Yeah, I did just do both teams. I also did admin. So having to spread yourself so wide was a little bit, it took a lot. I think having a focus of just one team and just getting really, in the nitty gritty, the grind, it's been very beneficial.
So University of Alaska at Fairbanks, tell us a little bit about your volleyball resume, certainly a good player in your own right. How important is that in terms of getting the immediate kind of attention from your players, the fact that you were so accomplished as a player as well?
Well, I've had a lot of experience in different positions. I started in beach, so I wasn't pigeonholed into one area. I think that made me a better coach, just knowing all the skills and what it takes, the points of view on the court. I went into college and I was a utility player. Coach would get mad at our 6'5" Russian, he'd stick me in there at 5'4". So back when I had more than a credit card jump, but yeah. So just having experience in that whole dynamic with different age groups, being a captain, being able to lead that team, it really inspired me to continue that, and I think that's what makes me love the sport so much, because every year you find someone else that you're inspiring yourself.
So Coach, we were talking about some of the new recruits that have come in and you're trying to turn this program around a little bit. You lost a couple of key players last season. I know you were not here, but Alexa Rivera, Sanaya Richardson, Angie Santos. Tell us about some of the kids that have a year under their belt, maybe Sanaya, Sine, Brody, and some of these newer players. And how do you think that's going to translate this season?
I did not know how it was going to translate coming in. So first day was just trial and error, just see what we got. I think we've been super pleased. It's only been 5 days of preseason, and it feels like they've been together for a month. So the team chemistry right there with some of the returning group has been very welcoming to the newer group, and so it's just meshed very well.
You've got a scrimmage here today. The season starts September 2nd at Cedar Crest. How much can you evaluate really in the short time that you've had, and do you like what you see so far?
Well, we're taking it pretty much in a slow process. We want to get it right. So we want to make sure they have the fundamentals, the foundation. They're having to learn a new style. They don't know my systems. So we're slowly teaching the systems, making sure they get the basics. So it is a slow process right now, but incrementally we're seeing more progress than we thought we would see, just because they're just so driven and eager. And there's so many people competing for the same position. It's just so much energy in the court.
You talked about system, Coach. Can you tell us a little bit about what your philosophy is and what maybe some of your fingerprints that you're hoping to put on to this program?
Sure, I'm a disciplinarian coach in regards to our systems. Like, if you're going to be playing on a team, the team has to understand what systems we're using. So we're doing a spread offense, we're doing a middle defense. They all got to be on board with that. They all got to be on go and learning that system.
One returning player that stands out for me is Kyle Maynor, also a basketball player, a good athlete all around. What does she bring this season that you're looking forward to?
She brings season, she brings experience, and she brings like no holds bar, and it's her senior season, so she wants it done right. So I mean, she helps me in the discipline department. Hey, Libro, go, you know, like a lot of encouragement too.
You mentioned the libero position. Anybody earmarked for that this season that's starting to stand out? We all know how important a position that is.
We have 3 great. We haven't decided right now on a starting libero yet, but 3 great ones that are just fighting every day, getting down on the ground for every ball.
You know, the NJAC is such a tough conference. On some of the schools, you've got some really big, tall kids. What's the group looking like this year as far as some of the new players, the size of your team, and your feeling on your ability to be able to compete this season in the NJAC?
So I feel very grateful because we have a back line that is talented. We have a front line that is talented. We have height, we have stature, we have athleticism. We now have to get them into a position where they're playing our style of volleyball that I want to accomplish on the court. So we have like tall players like Marion that is 6'3". We have really talented players like Shayla, who comes from PA, that is 5'10", but jumps like 2 feet high. She's like, we have so much talent. We just got to rein it in and get their energy going in the right direction.
Well, we can't tell you how excited that we are to have you here. Savani Khan, her first year, Rutgers-Newark women's volleyball, previously at Sarah Lawrence in Bronxville and also Lehman College in the Bronx by way of Alaska. By the looks of things, Coach, we've got a lot more numbers than I'm used to seeing out here in terms of your roster. Great job in the recruiting. You've hit the ground running. Opening match September 2nd. Folks, come by the Golden Dome Athletic Center this year at the Golden Dome Athletic Center and support women's volleyball. Head coach Savani Khan. We could always use the cheers here at the Golden Dome. I'm John Heffernan. We look forward to seeing you on Raider Vision all season long and bringing you the best of women's volleyball. Coach, best of luck. Thanks so much for sitting down with us. We'll see you guys soon.